So what actually works? What doesn't work? What's worth the money? What's not worth the money? What is a viable option as far as tools go for increasing your SEO and ranking higher on search? Well, I'm here to give you three SEO tools that I think are worth the hype and maybe even more hype than they're getting, and a handful of tools that honestly, I just pass on and I don't think are worth the money. So let's jump right on in. There will be a couple of links and affiliate links in this. If you use them, great. If not, great. But I just want to tell you what works and what doesn't work from personal experience so you just kind of know. All right, let's get into it. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing. Do you want to grow your business with sustainable traffic sources? Have you heard about the power of search engine optimization and you want to take advantage of it to get more traffic, more eyeballs on your business? But when it comes down to it, does SEO feel complicated and hard to implement? Are you tired of wondering what in the heck to do with your website to get more traffic and more leads knocking on your door? What if I could tell you that there was a simple, proven system for using SEO, blogging, and copywriting to get leads from your website, and not just any leads, high converting leads? Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, wife, mama, copywriter, SEO strategist, and barrel racer. And for the last 8 years, I've been figuring out what works and what doesn't work in the world of online marketing to get organic traffic. And now I'm here to share all the things I'm learning in the trenches of SEO, copywriting, and content marketing. How does 300%, 500%, or even 12,000% more traffic in a year sound? What could your business do with that kind of traffic increase? How many more people could you help? So listen in and prepare to take notes. I'm about to drop simple, actionable SEO marketing and copywriting tips, all with a heavy dose of Jesus-loving encouragement. Let's get you more traffic and more leads so you can help more people with your God-given gifts. So having kids is the most fun thing ever, but it also makes you really think through a simplified definition of things. And we don't watch a ton of TV, but when we do and there's an ad that comes on, the kids are like, oh, they're just trying to get you to buy blah, 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 because their mother has been training them since day one that they don't need everything that they see, right? And I literally get emails every day about more tools that I could purchase. Some of them look great. Some of them look like an utter waste of time. But honestly, I don't have time to explore all of the tools out there. And I bet that you don't either. So I was just sitting through and thinking, how can I help these people? How can I help all of my potty pals? No, wait, that sounds wrong. My podcast pals, not my potty pals. How can I help my podcast pals? That's what we're going to say. And I just want to share these tools that I love in my business, I've used and tried, and that I think genuinely work to help your SEO, help you get more leads from search. Okay. Tool number one is one that I've been trying and working with and testing out pretty extensively, and it is RankIQ. So it's actually a tool that is created by another blog instructor, teacher, the Blogging Millionaire. And RankIQ is a subscription-based tool. And what it does is you can put your info in there and it's going to give you a list of keywords that maybe you can search through and maybe you can write content on. I, of course, don't use it exactly like it's prescribed. I do my keyword research elsewhere, and then I go to RankIQ and I get a list of what's called LSI keywords, which are essentially auxiliary keywords, like things that you would naturally be talking about if you were creating content around your focus keyword phrase or your goal keyword. For example, if you're going to write a blog about the best burgers in North Texas, like you're obviously going to talk about the buns and the best ketchup and the best service and the best restaurant atmospheres. You're going to talk about things that kind of spiderweb off of that main topic. And what RankIQ does is it combs the top ranking blogs for that keyword, and it gives you a list of LSI keywords that are mentioned in those other blogs. It gives you a target word count, and it tells you how quickly you should be able to rank for this if you write a great piece of content, and it grades your content. So it is a subscription. It's like, at the time of this recording, it's $49 a month for, I think it's 16 reports, but you can actually downgrade to 8 reports a month, which is plenty for most business owners. And that's like $28 a month. So I have an affiliate link in the description because I genuinely believe in this product. And a couple of students that I've had try it out and see if this methodology of doing your keyword research on Ubersuggest and writing blogs how I teach, but then implementing the RankIQ words, several of those students have seen really good success with it too. So it's not just me. But RankIQ is honestly one of those tools that I think is worth the hype and worth the spend. Tool number 2 will come as zero surprise to you if you've been around here, and that is Ubersuggest. Now, Ubersuggest is a keyword research tool, but it actually integrates with Google API, meaning that you're getting actual data from Google, not just guesses like some of the other keyword research tools out there. The other cool thing about Ubersuggest is you can pay a one-time fee, a one-time license, and just have the tool forever. I don't know about y'all, but I get really dang tired of all these stinking subscriptions, right? Like it's a whole thing. And so to just be able to buy the tool once and use it forever is such an asset to me. And Ubersuggest, while it is much more simple than a lot of the other tools out there, it still is a little bit easy to get lost in the weeds and spend your time doing things that you really don't actually need to do keyword research effectively. Which brings me to my third tool that I think is super worth the hype and more, and that is my Keyword Research Kickstart. I created it this past spring just to serve y'all and give you a way to jump into doing keyword research the right way so that you don't get distracted by anything you don't need to do inside of Ubersuggest, and you can actually just get in, figure out your keywords, have some really, really good guidelines for figuring out those keywords, and then you can take that and implement that into your blogging strategy and your on-page SEO. But my Keyword Research Kickstart was just simply designed for y'all to serve you, give you a really easily accessible price point to help you do keyword research the right way so you're not going to get just caught up in the weeds or fall down the research rabbit hole and never actually find the keywords that you need to grow your business. So 3 tools that are worth the hype: RankIQ, Ubersuggest, and Keyword Research Kickstart, which is my own program. Shameless plug, don't care. All of those links are in the show notes, okay? So what would I pass on? What would I pass on? So many things. So many things. First, I would pass on the paid versions of SEMrush, Ahrefs, KeySearch, and Moz, which I know I basically just knocked out like all of the big names in keyword research and SEO. But the fact of the matter is, for most business owners, that is overkill. And if you sign up for their emails and the free version of their stuff, you're going to get some super usable information that then you can take and you can use. In fact, going through their recommendations step by step from the free version is one of the things that I walk students through inside of Simple SEO Framework and group coaching, because these tools all do give valuable information, but you really don't need the paid version to do what you need to do with your SEO strategy for most business owners. Now, the other thing that I'm going to hard pass on is literally any kind of AI only generated blog content or keyword research. Why? AI doesn't actually know how to do keyword research as well as your smart brain does, okay? And because it's pulling from, quote, everywhere on the internet, you don't actually know where it's pulling from, right? I doubt old Neely Poo Patel gave ChatGPT access to Ubersuggest just for funsies, right? Like, you can't really trust the keyword research that AI is giving you. And this is coming from somebody who I use AI very strategically in my business. I do not use it to write content for me, but I do use it to process some things and to repurpose some things. But every time that I've asked AI for any kind of SEO help, it's really quite crappy. And so I want you to know that so that you're not like, oh, I can do this on ChatGPT, because really you can't. Okay. Now you can give it guidelines and you can say, hey, this is the keyword. This is how I want to structure it. This is blah, 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 blah. And you can give it some really great guidelines and then have a decent rough draft of content. Okay. But literally any kind of AI only generated blog content or keyword research is something that I'm going to hard pass, steer away from. So I hope that this helps y'all know where to invest your time and your money, because both are, finite resources. And just running through it again, 3 tools that I love, would buy again: RankIQ, Ubersuggest, and my keyword research Kickstart, which I would love to get you guys in there so that you can start doing keyword research the right way. And tools that I would pass on are the paid version of SEMrush, paid version of Ahrefs, Research MOST, or any kind of AI only generated blog or content or keyword research, because it just doesn't work very well. So I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and we'll come back at you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting, can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.